All right, what's up, YouTube? Target individual. It's Michael Moore. All right. Anyway, uh, so I stumbled across this. His name is this guy's name is Harold Krantz, and he's on the Autumn Target Individual channel. And this particular video was put up, I want to say 2 or 3 days ago. What's up, Chief Handler? Anyhow, uh, and he goes into the Satan program also, and he basically describes it as a computer system, and that's exactly what I figured, and also Miss Debbie Purnell. So what he says is that Satan has been inside the atmosphere basically for quite some time, and they figured out how to contain it, and basically they're using a newer version of the old Satan that they were using with the pyramids and all that stuff. And I can't really explain it like him, so I'm just gonna actually watch the video and tell you what he's saying as I go. But it's still basically the same concept, just like the Bible says, you know.
Guesses not by not
Anyway,
the technological computer is doing in his technology, and to be able to
and I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link to
within the human society.
I'm gonna put the link to this video.
It was necessary also to traumatize humanity
on my channel,
point,
or in this in the description
that
bar.
There was not more left than Satan.
If you don't catch what I'm trying to say to you, just go listen to him. Because
human consciousness is more complex.
Basically, when the scripture said that woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea, that was basically talking about the radar, because they actually found the voice to skull technology at sea working on the radar. And what this guy is saying is they built the sentient world simulation off of the same concept of radar. So on a radar, you can see different battleships coming at sea. And like I said, if you look in the scriptures, it's going to tell you, you're going to see where it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, with an exclamation point by the sea. All right. So that's basically like saying, hey, at the sea. Okay. And the radars that they use, it basically plays it's the computer system. It gives you different scenarios. It gives you different scenarios of how the battle may play out. So that's what the simulation is. So they copied that simulation from the radar technology, and this was basically Satan then. It's what they had then, and this is how you know this is going to be a battle, because they're using this same sentient world. This is what the target individuals talk about that they have in their dreams. So they've used that because that's what they're hitting us with. They hit us with radiation. All right. So basically, they created the sentient world, and it's a double. It's like a doppelganger of a person that's on Earth, and it basically makes a double of them to where they can copy each person's behaviors. So, and you know that we all know that they do behavior modifications also with mind control. So what they want to do is they want to map out every scenario of things that you would do as a human being in your lifetime, and this is how they keeping track of people and putting it in a database. Okay, so this is the same. This is the same Satan. Even this guy, he said it's the same one. Okay, and I don't even know this dude. Like I just stumbled across this, you know, and he's basically saying the same thing. And with this radar stuff, like as far as like with the hive mind, you know, this is just my belief, but this is where I believe the mark of the beast is gonna come from on the forehead because it's all radiation. Okay, and like I said, they got Satan, right? So Satan is the prince of the air. All right. So what they did was they hyped him up and put him on nano dust. So that was a way, you know, it's like Satan on steroids. And through them putting that dust and stuff in the air, because Satan is an actual spirit. So by them putting that dust in the air, it help the intelligence agencies to basically capture the consciousness of Satan and put it into a biocommunication weapon system. All right, so you got radars, then you got all these electromagnetic waves. The whole Earth is an electromagnetic spectrum. All right, so what they've done is they've actually uh, made Satan into the god of the earth right now. That's just basically what it is. That's what he's saying in so many words. And they're using those satellites to broadcast, uh, you know, all these different evil thoughts of the hive mind team. They're all, in my opinion, they're already on the side of the devil without even knowing it. Because when you think about it, you know, if you're taking instructions and they're sending stuff to your mind, you know, like they do the targets, they try to make us listen to them, and you know, if we don't, they try to do all this little shocking tactics and all that stuff. But anyhow, they actually uh, they cooperate, so they're already there. And I've had dreams with like people I see during the day. They be popping up in the dream, so they create images for the beast. Okay, so they're actually doing that, and they use media. They use media to do this also. So, say like they want to gaslight you, but they can't gaslight you in person because you don't really communicate with them. What they do is they'll go and get images, and it's like they find these images. It's like they have a network of people, or maybe it's like an AI, like an algorithm or something. But it'll find the exact type of video, and then they'll put it on your social media stream, like your favorite stream that you go to. Like you may go to YouTube, you may go to World Star, you know, you may go to Facebook, you might have a favorite channel that you watch on your cable box, what they do is they find out the things that uh, it's kind of like when you go into Google and you say something, and he said this himself. You say something, and then Google finishes the rest of it for you, but you ain't even thought the other word yet. So uh, it's picking things that it figures that's common to what you or another person might say. So this is where you get high minded. But anyhow, in their gaslighting, like I said, it could be any social media platform. They will find the exact video for. I mean, I've seen them do it in less than 15 minutes. Like I can be on thought of something or at work and go on break, and they've already been on put something because I watch a lot of World Star. It just kind of like to see what's going on, maybe a little bit of entertainment or whatever, but I'll watch it. And they will have the image. That's what the sentient world is. So it's like a double of you and of processes that you might do in your daily step. But what I notice is it's always negative. That's why I said it's gotta be like the actual hell. You know what I mean? Like that's what it seemed like in the dream. It's like it's phony. You know what I mean? It's not really you. They try to they do a lot of mocking and stuff in the dreams. And like I said, I've seen this guy in that dream, and he was sitting on a throne. And when I thought about it, I was like, man, it was a black guy or whatever, but he didn't really have any clothes on. He just had like some boots with like some emerald stones, and he had a crown on with like emerald stones around it. And I couldn't make out his face too good, but he also had like breastplates on, which was strange. And he was like really huge. But another target individual saw the same thing. And from what he says is they're using the harp system to pan these different images into people's minds. So they're making images for the beast. And I actually almost thought that was, uh, I almost thought it was God sitting on the throne. And then when I thought about it, it's like the scripture where it says that, it's like the man of sin is going to be revealed, and he's going to be like sitting in the temple, uh, claiming to be God. And what I noticed was, so you have the guy sitting on the throne or whatever, and then you have this guy who is actually a perp walk across with like this frown on his face, and he walks across in front of the guy on the throne. You can't see me. It's like I'm looking, and it's like I'm looking, but I can't see my body. But I know that I see what's in front of me. So it's an image, and the guy walks by, and then when I thought about it, I was like, that has to be the beast, like the devil, because why would God have a wicked person? Gang stalkers are just that, they're wicked, and God doesn't really allow, uh, he doesn't allow them in His sight. He don't want them around him, basically. So that's what made me know. Then I was like, oh no, this is the devil playing game. You know what I mean? Like, and it's coming like light, because the guy who was sitting on the throne, he was kind of glowing a little bit. He was kind of like glowing a little bit, and it looked like he was like trying to move, but his legs, I don't know if he was shackled down there or what, but it's like he had on like these things around his legs, and it's like he was shackled or something, or like some uh, like some ankle bracelets or something wrapped around both his legs. His legs was big as crap, and anyway, he was just sitting there. But I believe these are the like all that stuff is like making images for the beast, and they actually do like these dream simulations where I can see a person that I actually saw during the day pop up in a dream, you know, and that happened. That has happened like maybe 3 or 4 times, and all of these people are gang stalkers because they all. What I noticed about gang stalkers, they always have their phone. They always doing something with their phone, and they always doing like this to the sky, trying to get a signal. Like when it snowed, I called a dude outside my apartment doing just like this, and another time it was a coworker. They actually be following me coming to my house, to my apartment, outside the building, doing like this. So they trying to connect with the satellite, which is Satan. Okay, like I just told you, Satan just he's actually loose, and he's done went above into the satellites, and that's what they use to torture us. And this is how they broadcast these images to our mind, and they also be broadcasting like these different little beam things into your bedroom. You see what I'm saying? So all of this stuff is like really true. Like the Bible is true. You know, people they can say, like even in my V2K, they blaspheme God. They basically saying the scriptures ain't what they are, and they talking about it was a long time ago. No, the scriptures talk about the old Satan. That's what it says. It talks about the old Satan, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. This is the same one. He ain't never went anywhere. You see what I'm saying? It's still here, and they figured out how to use it. But like I said, I'm gonna put the description of this guy's video and what time. I'm gonna put the timestamp in the description of this video. All right, so you guys, whoever you are, if you're a perpetrator, and you just on here just to be making a fun video to go and tell somebody, fine. Just go watch it. If you don't watch it, cool. But I'm gonna put it on here. And like I said, the guy's name is Harald Krantz. And he titled it AI Gods, How the Machine is Running the World, Transhumanism. And that's why I say about high mind, because they're transhuman. They throw thoughts at you, and they get your thoughts, even if they really not your thoughts. Like I actually rolled by, like I got a gang of these people that I work around, and I know they high, man. Like they can't say they not. But anyway, it's like it tries to create drama between us because it knows that it doesn't want me in the system. And what I noticed that also in this guy's video, he said that there's a scientific study that 70% of the United States is already they're already drawable. Basically, that they already have their twin. They already have a sentient world simulation twin that's in operation and ready to go. And like I said, when it comes to that radiation, okay, this is where the whole Satan thing comes from, because they're using the electromagnetic wave frequencies, all right, to broadcast beams of different images, different. I know I didn't say that right. I'm a little tired, but different images, and they sending those synthetic thoughts. They're not real thoughts. All right, this is the same thing. Like when, I'm just gonna say Jesus. When Jesus went into the wilderness, and he went there to be tempted for 40 days and 40 nights. Okay, Jesus was actually answering Satan. And this is what, like, when we get these hive mind and, the hive mind, and then we get those chatterbox. These are Satan's children and Satan's devices that they're using. All right. And, whether they believe it or not, I tell them all day long, but it seems like they don't believe that. But anyway, and what he was doing was he was trying to mind control Jesus to jump off the cliff, and uh, turn the stones into bread, stuff like that. He tempted him to kill himself. He was trying to make him commit suicide, and it's the same thing that they do. It's they just basically little bitty Satans, and that's why it's calling them Satan's children and Satan's devices. But they don't see that. I mean, I literally went on break today, and I went to make a mental note in my notes because where I noticed they snatched my memories out. So if I'm thinking about something and it seems like something that I want to keep track of, by the time I pull my phone out, they might try to snatch it out with uh I don't know how they do it, but it's like different conversation or something to show up. But anyway, uh no sooner than I pull my phone out and I go to start putting a mental note in my notes and I click on the site, my phone clicked to about 50 different screens of the same thing. It just kept going like that, kept going. You know how the screen it slides over like a piece of paper. It just kept doing like that. This is because they cloaking my phone. So they're sitting around cloaking my phone and they're gang stalking me because they're watching through their phone. And that's why I said they always be having their phone and they be doing like this up to the sky. They trying to connect with Satan. But you can't tell them that. They still think that they on some mission, that I'm some type of some type of freak that don't belong in the world. Well, I don't belong in the world because I'm not of the world, but I'm not what they try to make me. They try to make me out to be all these different things, and they accuse you day and night. Okay, it talks about this in the Book of Revelations. Day and night, this is what they do. They've been doing this technology since like the 50s, and what they did was they tried to uh, make up a bunch of mental disease, a bunch of mental illnesses, and that's basically what they've done. And the whole time, it's been them using mind control and safe devices. So this is why you got a lot of people, Jacob, a lot of Jake, they go into jail. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them they get killed because this Satan is being ran on them. So we're in a time of Jacob's trouble. We're right here at the end. All of it, People study looking for Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble been here. All right. So anytime when it comes to an action that you may do that leads up to a sin, it all starts right here. It all starts in the mind. Okay, so this is where Satan is putting a lot of his energy at. That's why they're using mind control everywhere. Okay, it's a new world order. The new world order is all about mind control. They're trying to enslave the whole human race and turn it into a like a satanic world. That's all it's about. But anyway, I'm tired, man. I had a long day, so I'm gonna put this on here. I see. I think that's you. I hope that's you. Quinn Cole. I know you're a target individual. I used to watch your videos all the time. I'm gonna put the link in here, man. Go check it out. Spread the word to the other targets. and let them know, you know what I'm saying? That's why they still attacking us. It's not that, it's not that uh, God don't want us. Satan don't want us. He don't want us here because it's his kingdom. That's what it's about. That's why they keep making up all these different stuff for us. Like they making war with us. That's what they're doing. Okay, they got to do all this mind control to get us to do stuff and accusing us of this and that and the third. But if you know how they act, if you know the way that they move, like I've been here and they've used so much of their stuff on me that I know all of it now. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, then I'm gonna get off. All right, so like workplace mobbing. This is what they've been doing to me a lot lately. So they sleep deprive me when I come home. So the next day, when I get ready to go to work, I'm tired. And what they do is they try to mind control you when you're tired. And they like to throw negativity into your mind and then also into the hive mind people around you. So they may set you up next to, like, say you're at a workstation. They'll try to set you up next to a woman, which they try to call me like all kind of rapists, and I know I said that wrong. I'm tired as crap. They try to make me out of rapers, child molesters, gays, uh, all kind of stuff like that, right? And what they do is they put them next to you, and then they send negativity to your head and make them hear it. It's like they hear it and they think it's you, and then you get something from them, and then you start going off on them. You see, so it's basically creating conflict because it's trying to purge us away. It's trying to kill us off. It's not the doing. It's not the doing of God though. It's this is Satan. He wants his kingdom to be all satanic. So if you believe in the Most High, and you believe that there is going to be a second coming of the Lord, and you believe stuff like that, it don't want you around because you got to understand Satan got exiled from heaven. All right, and he know that it's something about us. It can actually tell. I don't know how they can tell, but it can actually tell us. It can tell that uh, because, man, like I said, this guy right here, he explains it way better than I can. Okay, he said it how I've been trying to say it, but he went in depth with it, and uh, when I heard him say it, it was like, wow, he just basically just uh, he just basically blew my mind with it. But like I said, I'm gonna put it in here in the in the description, and then y'all go check it out. All right.